everybody, in today's video I'm going to be doing a what I wore with you video. So this is going to go back to December and then go through February. So I haven't been painting my nails that much, so it's not going to be like super long. I feel like that's just kind of the best way to combine it all together and have enough stuff to talk about. So I did one, I think I did one manicure for the month of December, like close to Christmas time. So I had my surgery December 15th, and I want to say I did my nails before I went. And then when you have surgery, or the times I've had surgery, they're like no polish because they want to be able to see your nail beds. I think like if they're turning blue, that's like a sign for them something's wrong. So no polish for surgeries, no petties, no nothing. But this was like the only Christmas manicure I wore in all of December. And this is like an old classic combo that I used to wear like before my collection exploded. I would wear this combination a lot around Christmas time. And so this is OPI's Big Apple Red. This is one of my favorite reds. Usually I prefer a cool toned red. This is more of a warm tone red, more of like a tomato red. Very classic. Great formula on this as well. Just 2 coats to get opaque with this one. And this is just one of those super classic OPIs that I feel like a lot of people have in their collection. It's a beautiful as a manicure, beautiful as a pedicure. Very flattering to several skin tones as well. And then this is one of my favorite toppers. This is Pop The Cork by OPI. It has just a bunch of like different shaped gold sparkly glitters and a bunch of just different sizes of hexes. This I believe came out in like a holiday or New Year's Eve collection from OPI. And I just really love this, you guys. It's so sparkly, it's so pretty. Like I say, this was like a go-to combination for me. I've worn this a ton of times around the holidays. I just feel like it's glamour, it's glitz, it's all that fun stuff that you want for the holiday. And so I can't believe I only did one manicure in all of December. For the record, I did have surgery and was not feeling the best, but that was like, I was a little disappointed with myself on that one. Then for the month of January, my friend Catalina from Gotta Love Polish and I decided to do a month of mainstream polishes. And so we did a few. I did a few. She did better than I did. But I really went old school with my first mainstream polish. So this is going to be from Hard Candy and called Bitty Blue. So you guys, look at that. This was sent to me by a subscriber. And if you guys remember this Hard Candy line, this was like really popular when I first got into polish. Like this line dropped. They had tons of polishes, tons of different finishes. It was like really cool for the drugstore. There was crowleys, there was glitter crowleys, there was like shimmers, there was all kinds of things. There was a lot going on, and it was so fun and so exciting. And Hard Candy used to have the like more square, wider bottles, and you would get a free ring. I don't know if you guys remember that. I have a few of those polishes. This sort of came after that, and I don't really love the bottle just because I feel like it's really easy to almost tip over. But I do have a few of these left in my collection. The brush was not super thin, which I did really appreciate. You get a little bit of a wider brush. I just feel like this bottle shape was a little bit bizarre. I feel like they were trying to mimic, oh my gosh, what was it? Urban Decay. I feel like Urban Decay kind of had some polished bottles similar to this at one point in time. And it was kind of trying to be maybe like an Urban Decay high-end type of thing for the drugstore. But I was obsessed with these. I had a ton. I thought that they were really beautiful. This has a gorgeous shimmer, you guys, and really beautiful polish. And so that's what I wore next. Then my friend V from Your Girl V posted a really cool Skittle Manicure. I believe it was with some polishes from maybe Hollow Taco. I saw this and I was immediately obsessed with it, and I wanted to recreate the look. And so I was like, well, this would be a good way to use up some stuff on my fall rack and like wear some mainstream creams and, you know, all of that jazz. And so I use these polishes to sort of like recreate the look. I feel like mine was a little bit different than hers, and I kind of preferred the colors in hers, but I worked with what I had. And so this was on my fall rack. And this is Sinful Colors Tealing Power. And this is from the Stone Crystal Shimmer collection. You guys, the Stone Crystal Shimmer collection from Sinful Colors, so good. This was one of the first like full collections I feel like I ever bought at the drugstore. So I wasn't able to find them all. There was one I had to have shipped to me from somewhere else, but I do have this full collection. It's amazing. It's still one of my favorite mainstream collections ever. And this just has some really beautiful sort of like silvery flakes in it. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And this had a great formula. Then the other polish that I wore was Orly's Vintage. You guys know how I feel about Orly's Vintage. Like, I would legit marry this polish 20 times over because it's so good. If you do not have Orly Vintage, get your little butt online and order it because you need it. Like, it's just that simple. You need this in your life. If you like bright colors like I do and you don't have this, I don't know why. I don't know what you're waiting for. Get it. It's so good. 2 coats to get opaque. Amazing formula. Super bright, super summery, super flattering. All of it. It's so good. Then this is from the China Glaze My Little Pony collection. This one is called Sweet as Pinkie Pie. Sort of like a peachy, corally type of shade. I had a hard time finding a shade to match this color on her Skittle just because I don't wear a ton of these colors. I don't think they're super flattering to my skin tone. It's really hard for me. As I say that, there's like a bunch right here behind me. Busted. That's funny. But I really like truly, there's another one. I really truly do not wear a ton of these, and I don't buy a ton of these just because I feel like this color, like if I wore a whole manicure of this, I feel like it really does tend to wash me out. I think peach is just a hard color for me. I prefer my peach to be like either a little more orange or a little more pink, and just a touch brighter than this one. But this was nice. It had a good formula. 2 coats to get opaque on this as well. And then next up, this was from Believe Beauty. This one is called Cold Shoulder, and it's just a really beautiful sort of like plummy purple shade. This specific bottle type from Believe Beauty, these polishes used to be $1. With inflation, I don't know, maybe they went up to like $1.50 or something. Everything at the dollar store went up to like $1.25 because of inflation. And so these may have gone up, but these are exclusive to Dollar General if you are not familiar with Believe Beauty. Really, really nice line of polishes. When Believe Beauty released like their whole new line of nail care products, they sent me several polishes and different products from the line, and this was so good, you guys. I really enjoyed this polish. I think it's dark, it's vampy, perfect for fall. And then I used Zoya's Honey. This color is so pretty, you guys. It has a great formula. 2 coats to get opaque. This is the kind of stuff I wish Zoya would do more, like give me more of this, because I feel like Zoya has some really, really good cream formulas. I just wish they would get into like some weird colors. Like I want Zoya to get a little funky. If anybody from Zoya's watching, I want some funk, people. This was really good, really beautiful. It was flattering to my skin tone. If I had a whole manicure of it, I would wear it just because it's an interesting shade. I don't know. I don't think it washes me out, but this is really pretty, you guys. I've seen a lot of people wearing this on Instagram or saw them wearing it for fall, and it was gorgeous on everyone. And so that was my interpretation of these beautiful Skittle. And I really liked the color story that this manicure was giving me. I feel like it was sort of giving me like retro 70s vibes a little bit. Like... I don't know, like just sort of like retro 70s, like I want to wear some corduroy, and I want like a shirt with a butterfly collar. Maybe I need some bell bottoms, maybe I don't. It was like sort of vintagey, and I was here for it. I enjoyed that manicure a lot. Then the next for the mainstream polishes, I went with Essie's Below Zero. Several of these like Essie remix polishes were in my CVS, maybe not last year, but the year before. Maybe it was last year. I don't remember. I picked up a few though, and you guys, look at the shimmer in this. It's really, really beautiful. So sort of like a taupey purpley brown, and then it has this very strong blue shimmer. It shows up so beautiful on the nail, you guys. This is gorgeous. It's had a great formula, 2 to 3 coats to get opaque. The shimmer is very apparent on the nail. I just thought this was like weird and interesting, and it sort of was giving me like 90s grunge vibes. Like this is something that I could have probably seen myself wearing in the 90s, polish wise, even like a lipstick without the blue shimmer, obviously, but like this color of lipstick, like sort of raisiny. I don't know, I was here for it. It was beautiful, and I just feel like very interesting for the drugstore as well. I'm really enjoying the new Essie brushes that they're putting in their polishes now. A lot of my Essies are older and the brushes just don't cut it, but when you try a new Essie with a new brush, it's like, oh my gosh, perfection. So I loved this. And I did a big unboxing for you guys of a huge polish box that a polish friend gave me, and this was in there, and this is called Downtown Chic or Chic or Chic from L'Oreal. And you guys, this was gorgeous. Sort of like a milk chocolate brown, or like a milk chocolate mixed with a cinnamon. When I put this on, I could not stop staring at my nails. I thought it was so chic, as the name says. I thought it was very again, like sort of giving me 90s vibes. It was just good. Like, it was one of those manicures where like I kept catching myself looking down at my hands, and I was like, man, this looks so pretty. Then I had an epic nail break, and I was furious because it was a beautiful manicure, and I haven't really been able to grow my nails out much since that epic nail break. So that makes me even more mad. But this was really good. L'Oreal, I don't believe, is making polishes anymore at all. No, yeah, they're not. I haven't seen them. I really enjoyed the L'Oreal polish line. I have several in my collection still as well. And this one, it was just really good. Very chic, very, I don't know, just very sophisticated, I felt. Then January was over, mainstreams was over, and it was time to get into like Valentine's Day and pinks. I am kind of disappointed. I really wanted to have like a pink fest for all of February, and that didn't really work out. But I ended up doing a twin manicure with my ever sweetest polish friend, Amy Sue, and we wore Mind Your Own Biscuits and Life Will Be Gravy from Wildflower Lacquer. You guys, obsessed. This is like one of the most beautiful pinks I think I own. It's so glowy. It's like this very bright, vivid pink. You get this beautiful glow. It has this beautiful shimmer. Like a hair in my face. You get this beautiful glow. You get this beautiful shimmer. It's so good. Great formula on this one as well. I remember doing 2 coats. My nails were shorter at the time, but like the 2 coats went on really nice. This was so good, you guys. So good. I am so glad I picked this up and like was not still avoiding Wildflower Lacquer, because if I didn't have this in my collection, I would be like really mad right now. So super good, you guys. If you have this and you haven't worn it, I would definitely get it on like a summer or spring rack. It's so like, look at that glow. So good. And then I feel like I used to be really good like at doing Skittles, like a Skittle queen. And I really just gotten away from that. I don't know why. I guess because when I was doing a lot of swatching, like you can't do Skittle swatches. And then like I feel like I don't have a ton of time to devote to my nails. So when I do, it's like, oh, let me just grab a polish and slap it on. I really wanted to get back into this like Skittle situation. And so I went for this. And it was so good, you guys. It was such a cute combination. So this one is called Birthday Cake from the Salon Perfect Dippin' Dots collection. So if you are living under a rock, and I'm just kidding, and you haven't been to Walmart, they released this Dippin' Dots collection. It's been a bit. And there's like a wide range of like brights and pastels. I've picked up a few. This is the first one I've tried. This had a great formula, you guys. It was practically a 1-coater. The one thing that I did think that it was a little bit is like when you put it on, it kind of wants to dry fast. So I'm like a over manipulator of the polish. Like I just don't let the polish flow. I don't just let it be. Like I have to like overwork it. I don't know why I do that, but I do that a lot with a lot of polishes. Like I'm an overworker. I put my polish to work. And when you do that and the polish tends to have this like a little bit quicker drying formula, you can create your own streaks. So I felt like I did that, and then kind of once I got the hang of it, it was like, okay, don't do that anymore. But This pink is so good, you guys. I can see when you're like all tanned and fabulous and like a bronzed goddess and you put this on in the summer, it's going to be perfect. So if you like bright colors like I do, I highly recommend the Birthday Cake from the Salon Perfect. And then this is one of my favorite polishes of all time and favorite pinks of all time. This is China Glaze. Color Club's All That Razz, you guys. This is perfection. This is a great 2-coat formula. If you do not have all that Razz in your collection and you love bright pinks like I do, get it, because you can't go wrong. It's amazing. If I had to pick like 10 pinks, we'll say 10 pinks, to live with for the rest of my life, this would be one of them. This would be on the list. Even if I had to pick like 5 pinks I could live with for the rest of my life, this would be on the list. I don't know why I talk about these things because it gives me anxiety, but like if someone was like, pick 5 pinks, and that's all you get forever till you're 100 years old, you have to only wear these 5 pinks, like this would be one. And I would probably wear this a lot. It's really, really good. Great formula. I feel like Color Club is so underrated, and like this is good. Then I ended up combining it with Top Shelf Lacquer's Old Town New Pink. So this was from November 2020's Polish Pickup. The theme for November 2020's Polish Pickup was the red carpet. And you guys, I loved that theme. So this was based on Lil Nas X Versace suit. I'm going to post a picture because that Versace suit was straight up fire. I wish I had it. If I had that, I would wear that to like a Monday meeting. Like I would go into work and I would be like, hello, happy Monday morning. Let's have a meeting. It's like fire. It's straight up fire. The shade of pink, the Versace, the gold, it against his like really dark skin. You can't go wrong. I love the inspiration. I loved the polish. I feel like compared to these 2 pinks though, like it was showing more red. And I think if I would have worn it on its own, I wouldn't have noticed that so much. Does that, like, I don't know. But it was really a beautiful combination. I really, really love this, you guys. It was like all my pink dreams in one manicure. It was so good. And then I went with one last pink, and this is the last polish I'm going to talk about. And so this is Zoya's Malana. And this was from like the Y2K holiday collection. When I saw these, I was completely obsessed. It's a 3-piece collection. There's this, there's a blue and a purple, I believe. Yes, a blue and a purple. This is the only one I've worn so far, but oh my gosh. So it's like pink, but then it has like bluish shimmer, and then it has like holographic glitter. I feel like this is a little bit of a newer finish for Zoya. I could be mistaken, but it's not like their glass fleck. It's not like their scattered hollows. It's just, it's different. One thing I will say about this is it did take 3 coats to get opaque. And this was very chip-tastic on me, like very chip-tastic. I think what makes it so chippy is that the holographic glitters are a little bit thicker. That's what I'm going to tell myself. I feel like the glitters added to the chipping sensation in this polish. I will say though that I did wash a lot of dishes, and that probably could have had something to do with that because I didn't wear gloves. I was just in there raw doing dishes, like hardcore dishwashing. No gloves. And so I did notice chips after that. So it's probably my own fault, honestly. Not Zoya's, mine. I'll take responsibility. But it was very chippy, I will say that. But this is a gorgeous polish, you guys. The glow is amazing. The holographic is amazing. I really, really loved this. Like a lot. I can't wait to try the other 2 because I just think this was really beautiful. If y'all love pink and you love pink with a shimmer, this was so, so good. So that was everything I wore from December to February. As you can see, I'm naked now, so March is not looking great for a what I wore video either. I was hoping to wear a ton of greens. Hasn't happened. I feel like I'm trying to get back into the swing of things at work, which the first few weeks was like being thrown into like a 20-foot pool and you don't know how to swim. Like I had been cleaning out my emails sporadically while I was home on medical leave, and I still had like over 700 unread emails. And a lot of people were like, oh, just delete all the old ones. But what's hard is I I run projects, and so like a lot of stuff has to be filed in the project files. And so I couldn't just like go through and delete a ton of stuff. So it took me a few weeks to catch up just on the emails that I had backlogged. And then not to mention, I probably get about 50 to 75 to sometimes 100 emails a day. And so that was rough. And then I've just been tired. I was sick in bed all last week with like a ton of pain, sort of feeling like I had been feeling before surgery, which really bummed me out. I actually have some more testing that I have to get done next week for my doctors at the Mayo Clinic. So fingers crossed. But healing's been okay. It's been a little slow. I've had a lot going on in my personal life, you guys. And so I just haven't been on to film videos. Haven't been painting my nails. I have some stuff to swatch that I'm hoping to get to this weekend. And that's just kind of been my life. But let me know if you guys have any of the polishes I wore. Was there any manicures that I wore that you particularly liked? Anything you didn't like? Do you have any older L'Oreal's or hard candy polishes in your collection? Let's just talk all things monthly manicures in the comments down below. And that is it for this video, you guys. If you liked it, please make sure to click the like button down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. And thanks you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.